If you're one of the millions receiving benefits from the Department for Work and Pensions, DWP, then listen up, there's some exciting news that could put a little extra cash in your pocket this holiday season. The DWP has just announced that extra payments are on the way for people who claim any of 21 different benefits, and you don't want to miss out. So, who's eligible, how much will you get, and when can you expect the money to show up in your bank account? Stick with us, and we'll break it all down for you. First off, it's the DWP's annual Christmas bonus, and while it's not a huge amount, every little bit helps, especially as we head into the colder months. This year's bonus is worth £10, and it's being sent out automatically to anyone who qualifies for one of the 21 benefits listed by the DWP. There's no need to apply if you're eligible. The money will show up in your account without you lifting a finger. It's also important to note that this bonus is tax-free and won't affect any other benefits you may be receiving. It's just a little gift from the government to give you some financial breathing room over Christmas. Wondering if you qualify? If you're receiving benefits like disability living allowance, carer's allowance, state pension, or pension credit, you're likely on the list. But there are a few other benefits that also qualify, so be sure to check the full list to make sure you're covered. But what if the money doesn't show up by January 1st? No worries, we'll tell you exactly what to do if you don't get it in time. Don't let this opportunity pass you by. Watch the full video to find out everything you need to know. Now that we know the bonus is coming, let's take a closer look at exactly how it works. The Christmas bonus from the DWP might not be the largest sum of money you'll receive this year, but when it shows up in your account, it's sure to feel like a little holiday miracle. Imagine having an extra £10 in your pocket. It may not sound like much at first glance, but it can still go a long way. Whether it's used to grab a couple of extra groceries or to add a bit more cheer to your holiday celebrations, it's a helpful boost when you need it most. And the best part? You don't need to do anything to claim it. That's right. No paperwork, no forms, no waiting in lines, it's all automatic. If you're receiving any of the 21 qualifying benefits, you'll see the £10 bonus hit your bank account without having to lift a finger. It should appear on your bank statement as DWPXB, and that's it, your extra £10 is on its way. Now, this bonus has been around for quite a while. In fact, the DWP Christmas bonus has been paid out since 1972. It was designed to provide a little financial support to people on low income or receiving benefits during the holiday season. However, it hasn't always stayed at the same amount. Back in 2008, during the financial crisis, the bonus was briefly increased to £70 to help people out during that tough time. Unfortunately, it was quickly dropped back to £10 the following year, and it stayed there ever since. Still, even at £10, it's something, and it's guaranteed to show up in your account each December. While the amount of the bonus may not have changed much over the years, one thing that has stayed the same is the criteria for eligibility. The DWP has made it pretty clear which benefits qualify for the Christmas bonus, and if you're receiving any of the listed benefits, then you're in luck. But let's take a moment to dive deeper into those benefits, so you can be sure you don't miss out on this extra payment. The list includes a wide variety of benefits that cover different circumstances. For example, if you're receiving adult disability payment or armed forces independence payment, you're automatically eligible. The same goes for those receiving attendance allowance or carer's allowance. If you have a child who is receiving disability payment, you're also on the list. There's even a bonus for those receiving a range of allowances under industrial injuries or war pensions, so if that applies to you, don't worry, you're covered. Another key benefit that qualifies for the Christmas bonus is Employment and Support Allowance, ESA, specifically if you're in the main phase of the benefit after the first 13 weeks. The long-term rates of benefits like disability living allowance and incapacity benefit also qualify, so if you've been receiving those benefits for a while, you can rest assured that this extra payment is coming your way. And if you're receiving pension credit or the guarantee element, you're also eligible for the Christmas bonus. Now, you may be thinking, what if I don't see the bonus in my account by the end of December? That's a valid concern, but don't panic just yet. The DWP has stated that the bonus should reach your account by January 1st at the latest. However, if you don't see it by that date, the next step is simple. All you need to do is contact your local job center plus or the pension service to sort it out. they'll be able to check your details and ensure that you're not missing out. So, don't be afraid to reach out if something seems off. The DWP wants to make sure everyone who qualifies gets their bonus on time. It's also important to note that this bonus won't affect any other benefits or payments you might be receiving. This means that whether you're on universal credit, child benefit, or any other government assistance, the £10 bonus will not be taken away from your regular benefits. It's a nice little bonus that's paid separately and doesn't have any impact on your other finances. So, there's really no downside to it, just a bit of extra support at a time when many people could use it the most. One question that comes up frequently is whether you need to actively claim the bonus. The answer is simple: no. You won't have to submit any additional paperwork or fill out forms to get this payment. If you qualify, it will come automatically. That's the beauty of this system. It's one less thing you need to worry about during what can already be a stressful time of year. The government knows that Christmas can be financially difficult for many, and this small but meaningful payment is just one way they are trying to help out. However, as with any government program, there's always a chance that something might go wrong. What if you're sure you should have received the bonus, but it hasn't shown up in your account? It's rare, but it can happen. In that case, the first step is to double-check that you are indeed receiving one of the qualifying benefits. You can check this by visiting the official government website or calling the DWP for clarification. If you're still confident that you qualify, then it's time to contact the relevant office. You'll need to get in touch with either your Job Centre Plus office or the Pension Service, depending on what benefits you receive. They'll be able to investigate the issue and make sure that you receive your bonus as soon as possible. It's always better to check sooner rather than later, especially if you're counting on that extra money to cover holiday expenses. Now, let's talk a little bit more about the impact this payment can have, especially considering the time of year. Christmas can be an expensive time for families, and for those on a fixed income or relying on benefits, it can feel even more stressful. With the cost of living still high and inflation eating into budgets, the small but steady income from benefits is often stretched thinner than usual. That's where this Christmas bonus can make a real difference. While £10 might not cover all your expenses, it could be just enough to buy some extra food for the holiday table, or to pick up a gift for someone special. For families, that £10 can also be the difference between cutting back on essentials and adding a little extra joy to the season. Maybe it's not a lot, but it's something. And in times like these, that's something to be grateful for. This is why it's so important to keep track of when these bonuses are coming, especially if you rely on government support. This little payment could be just what you need to get through the month without feeling so financially stressed. What's also important to remember is that this is just one of the many forms of financial assistance available through the DWP. If you're receiving other benefits, like universal credit or housing benefit, you may be eligible for additional payments or support throughout the year. That's why it's always a good idea to stay up to date with the latest information from the DWP, so you can take full advantage of any payments or bonuses that come your way. One final thing to keep in mind is that even though the Christmas bonus may feel like a small payment, it's part of a much bigger system of support that's there to help people just like you. The DWP is constantly working to ensure that those who need financial assistance the most get the support they deserve. Whether it's through regular payments like universal credit, one-off bonuses like the Christmas bonus, or other forms of support, the goal is to make sure no one is left behind. So, if you're eligible, take a moment to relax and appreciate this extra £10 that's coming your way. It's a small gesture, but it's a sign that the government recognizes the financial strain that many people face, especially during the holiday season. And remember, if you don't see it in your account by January 1st, don't hesitate to reach out to the DWP. They'll be happy to help and make sure you get what you're entitled to. As always, we'll continue to keep you updated with the latest news about government payments and benefits. So, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay in the loop about all the important updates. And if you've got any questions about the Christmas bonus, or about your benefits in general, feel free to drop a comment below. We're here to help.